So what I'm going to do in this video is actually walk you through how 6 different families would fare under the Financial Freedom Act. And you can kind of imagine where you stand amongst those families. And the Financial Freedom Act, as I've said in other videos, provides a net increase in the standard of living for all citizens in the U.S., regardless of their income level. And how that works and why that works, that's the subject of other videos. In this video, I'm going to just share the significance in the difference. So today, a couple earning $30,000 nets about $25,000, and that's their disposable income. Under the Financial Freedom Act, they'd have $83,000. That's a huge difference. So that's more than 3 times as much as they have today. You can go to the Financial Freedom Act website, and you can actually go to the bottom of the first page, the home page, and you'll see a little slideshow that you can go through and actually see the math as to why this difference comes about. Basically, the main difference here is that the couple is getting basic income of $24,000 each. So you add that $48,000 plus an earned income credit, and that's how you get to $83,000. So if you go and take a look at another couple, let's say earning $100,000, a family earning $100,000, today, and we're going to presume they have a $300,000 mortgage, they end up with net disposable income of about $51,000 after paying their taxes and their mortgage and health care. Under the Financial Freedom Act, instead of $51,000, they'd end up with $137,000. So if you're a family and you're earning $100,000, those are the numbers that would apply to you. You would go from $51,000 in net income to $137,000. Again, basic income and a dramatic reduction in taxes and reducing their mortgage payment, cutting it in half through Banking 2.0. That's the reason for the difference. So now let's take a look at a family earning $250,000. So today, after taxes and we're going to presume a $500,000 mortgage, they end up with around $145,000. Under the Financial Freedom Act, they'd end up with $280,000. Again, same thing, basic income reduction in taxes and slashing their mortgage payments in half. That makes that difference. So let's take a look at a retired couple with no income, no pension. Today, if one of them was the worker, which is frequently the case for most of our senior citizens, they might have a net disposable income from Social Security of around $15,000. Under the Financial Freedom Act, they'd have 4 times that. They'd actually have $30,000 because basic income for anyone 70 and over would be $30,000. So 2 times 30 is $60,000. Let's also take a look at a couple with no income. So they have no job at all. Today, if they're lucky under welfare, they might have $10,000. Under the Financial Freedom Act, they'd have basic income. 2 of them, $24,000, $48,000 a year. So that's a significant difference. In fact, if you think about it, with the Financial Freedom Act and basic income, you're not going to have poverty anymore, because here's a couple with no job and they've got $48,000 to spend. That retired couple, you're not going to have Social Security anymore because basic income is 4 times as much money for them. So they're better off too. Now let's look at something very important. Would that couple just rest on the $48,000? What happens if they go and they get a job where they're earning $10,000? Today, if they do that, they lose their welfare, and they've got an earned income credit, which gains a little. So they net about $13,000 if they get a $10,000 job. Under the Financial Freedom Act, remember, they get basic income. They get that salary, and the taxes are $18 under a payments tax. And they get an earned income credit, because at that payments tax, you're collecting enough money to pay earned income credits for anyone getting jobs from $0 to $30,000. And those earned income credits encourage them to get a job. So now they're making almost $63,000 by getting that job. So they will get the job under the Financial Freedom Act. You have eliminated what many people call the welfare trap, which is if you get a job, even a very low-paying job, you lose your welfare. And under the Financial Freedom Act, no, you start getting earned income credits if you get a job, and you keep your basic income. So you really are incentivizing people to go out there and to produce and to create a robust economy. These are very significant improvements in people's standard of living. So I urge you to go to the Financial Freedom website and look at the math yourself.